You don't know what my favorite color looks like, and I don't know what yours looks like. That sounds absurd. If I point at the sky and say blue, and you nod, then we're obviously seeing the same thing, aren't we? Here's something no human has ever done. No one has ever seen the world through another person's eyes. Not for a second. Not even once. Which means one of the most common assumptions you make every day has never actually been proven. That the color you call blue is the same color everyone else calls blue. So who decided what blue is? At first, the answer seems obvious. Language. Someone must have looked at the sky, called it blue, and everyone else agreed. But that explanation falls apart almost immediately. Imagine you're the very first person trying to explain the color red. You aren't allowed to point at a rose, or blood, or fire. You have to explain the experience itself. Could you? Probably not. Because every explanation secretly depends on something that's already red. The moment you remove every object, the color becomes impossible to describe. That's because colors aren't just words. They're experiences. And experiences are trapped inside the only place no one else can enter, your mind. Philosophers have wrestled with this for centuries. John Locke imagined two people whose inner experiences were completely different, yet who behaved exactly the same. Later, Ludwig Wittgenstein argued that language never needed access to those private experiences in the first place. Words work because we all learn the same rules for using them, not because we verify what they feel like. That sounds unsettling. But surely, science solved a mystery. After all, we know exactly what color is, don't we? Not quite. Physics says objects don't actually have color. A strawberry isn't red. It reflects certain wavelengths of light while absorbing the rest. Those wavelengths enter your eyes. 3 different kinds of cone cells react to them. Electrical signals race toward your brain. And then something extraordinary happens. Somewhere inside nearly 90 billion neurons, the experience of red appears. Not in the strawberry, not in the light, inside you. But your brain isn't showing you reality. It's editing it. Neuroscientist Samir Zeki discovered that your visual system constantly changes colors before you ever become aware of them. A white shirt still looks white at sunset. A banana still looks yellow under blue shade. Your brain quietly rewrites the world so it appears stable, which raises an even stranger question. If your own brain changes colors before you see them, what exactly are you comparing your friend's colors to? The famous internet debate over the dress revealed something fascinating. Millions of people looked at the exact same photograph. Some saw blue and black, others saw white and gold. The light entering their eyes was identical. Their brains simply made different assumptions. For a brief moment, the impossible became visible. Different people experience different colors from the same image. Does that mean everyone lives inside a completely different world? Probably not. Human vision is remarkably similar. Most people share nearly identical cone cells, visual pathways, and visual cortex organization. Our experiences are probably incredibly close, but probably is doing a lot of work, because no experiment has ever crossed the gap between 2 conscious minds. You can measure wavelengths. You can scan brains. You can record neurons firing thousands of times every second, but you cannot measure what red feels like. And maybe you never will. So, who decided what a color is? Not a king, not a scientist, not an artist. No one ever decided what red looks like. Humanity only agreed that whenever each of us has this mysterious, private experience, we'll use the same word, red. That tiny agreement was enough to build art, maps, traffic lights, warning signs, national flags, entire civilizations, all without ever proving that anyone experiences color exactly the same way. The next time someone tells you their favorite color, remember something extraordinary. You may spend your entire life talking about an experience you'll never truly compare with another human being. Maybe your worlds are almost identical. Maybe they're slightly different. You'll probably never know. And perhaps that's why one of the most ordinary parts of your life is also one of its deepest mysteries. If you enjoy questions that quietly unravel everything you thought you understood, subscribe to Unanswered. Because some questions never leave your mind, and not all of them end with an answer.